Hello, Culinary Foundations! I hope you are excited because this is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is your first unit with cooking, and you have 2 labs this week. I gave you a heads up about the microwave lab. You also have a cookie lab at the end of this week, so be looking in your cookbooks for those. And I just want to take a minute to go over the expectations. This is what you'll fill in and what I will use to grade you. So this will be filled out for each lab that you cook. The first part is mise en place, which is a French term meaning everything in its place. And I need you to have everything set up, all ingredients prepped, measured. You know, you can put them in little custard cups or side dishes or even mixing bowls to easily put them together and to prepare your dish. Organized, I want everything in the picture. And this is the before picture. So you have to have one picture, definitely no cooking done before this point. You can have your tools set up. You know, if you're using a mixer, have your mixer set out. You can, of course, preheat your oven at this point, but obviously nothing is cooked quite yet. And then mise en place of your equipment. So this is the equipment that you use and laid out in the picture. This could be the same picture, but sometimes you can't include all of your ingredients and the equipment in one picture. So if you have, you know, a couple of pictures of your equipment, because like if it was my kitchen, I'd have my blender in one place and my tools in another place. This is what you're going to do, is include at least one picture here of all the equipment, and make sure that you read that word, all the equipment that you used for the lab. And then this is the process and final product. So I want something of the technique that you used in the recipe. So if it involves whisking, if it involves sauteing, if it involves, you know, baking, I want to see the in-process picture. Obviously, don't open your oven and take a picture because you'll let out all the heat. But you understand what I mean. Something. Prepping, you can, you know, be, I'm trying to think of some of the recipes and they're in process. So definitely like a frying, or if you have to do anything on the stovetop, boiling, that kind of thing. And then a final product. Final product picture. So there's 2 here. There's an in-process and final product, and that is your final dish taken out of the oven. You get the idea. Now, if you want to plate it, that would be great. You can put it on a plate depending on how big of the serving, or maybe you actually served this meal to your family. I'd love to see that final plated product where it looks beautiful and ready to be eaten. And then lastly, notice you have 5 pictures. I want a clean kitchen. It is not your parents' job to clean up after you. So you can use a dishwasher at this point, but I would say don't. I hope you don't, because I had students in my class just this week say, I've never used or never done dishes by hand. And I thought, what? Like, that is just bananas to me. So please do your own dishes. You know, do not put your knives or any of your equipment into the dishwasher. Always wash those by hand. Please read on any of the tools you use, because many of them do not need to go in the dishwasher. You need to wash those by hand. You might hurt them or ruin them. Okay, so I do need 5 pictures. I want to see utensils put away. I want to see a clean counter. That is so important. Clean counter. So wherever you took that picture of the before and during, I want to see that clean. Stovetop, whatever it is. This is a big part of it, guys. This cleaning up afterward. I feel like that's so important, especially at your age. All right, and then you have these post-lab questions, or, you know, things that you have to, the prompts. So one thing that went well during lab and one thing you could improve on. You have to answer both of those. Identify one thing you could improve on upon the next lab. So this thing you could improve on is this lab that you did. For example, if I made a cookie lab and I mismeasured something, obviously I can measure, you know, the salt by dipping in the spoon instead of pouring it in my spoon, or something like that. But identify one thing I can put on for the next lab. You know what? I'm going to have my dishwater already set up. Or I'm going to improve, like, I'm going to go ahead and preemptively have a plan for the next one. So that's kind of what I'm asking you here is what is your plan for the next lab, if that makes sense. All right. Evaluate the product. I want to hear and smell and see and feel whatever you felt about this. Do not tell me it's good. You know what? It's pretty good. No way. I want you to tell me, you know what? It had kind of a sour smell and it tasted a little bland, or I want you to tell me that it was salty or sweet, or use all the bitter. I mean, really describe it for me. It was crunchy. I thought, you know, I expected the cookies to be softer and they were crispy on the outside. Please use all of your senses if you can to describe it for me. I want to feel it. I want to be in the room. And then safety and sanitation precautions. So did you hold the knives correctly, you know, as you were cutting? Did you put down the cutting board and anchor it? Did you wear an apron or gloves, or I mean any safety and sanitation? Did you disinfect? Did you I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. Don't put the dish knives in your dishwater. Did you set them on the side? Appliances were plugged in far away from the sink. There are so many things, guys. Explain how your lab relates to our current unit of study. So obviously we're in a baking unit. Tell me what you know about the baking process. Tell me what you know about, you know, quick baking versus as far as microwaves go. So if you can do a little research on how the microwave works and how that bakes so quickly, or in your cookie lab that's in the oven, you know, why does it take longer to make things in an oven than it does in a microwave? So I hope that helps with this whole thing. Those were just examples. I won't be going over this for every single lab, but if you need any help, let me know. As far as I couldn't think of what to put there, can you help me? Please meet me Thursday on our Google Meet if you have any questions. Okay, good luck, guys. Have fun.